It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
You Mano!
And we are doing BT. And before we get started, we want to send some prayers to Krayzie Bone.
That's right.
He is in the hospital fighting for his life. He's been hospitalized for a serious cardiovascular condition. It's called sarcoidosis, and it affects the lungs and lymph nodes, and it can be life-threatening if it progresses to heart or severe lung disease. Apparently, he was coughing up large amounts of blood on Friday. He underwent a CAT scan, and doctors discovered an artery was leaking inside one of his lungs. He underwent immediate surgery, but the bleeding didn't stop, so he has since been sedated and placed on a breathing machine.
Wow. Prayers to him.
Yes, absolutely.
Energy to him and his family.
That is not easy. I saw a lot of people sending their prayers, but
Just seen an interview with him recently, talking about Bone.
yeah, and Busy Bone wrote on his Instagram, pray for Cray. He said, can't sleep. Sometimes you just got to pray. So we want to make sure that we send out our prayers first and foremost today as we get this show started. All right. Now, Hollywood writers have reached a tentative deal with studios, and that ended a strike that lasted 146 days. And so this tentative agreement was made possible as they've been having these conversations. All last week, they released a joint statement on Wednesday confirming they had met for bargaining and that they would resume talks on Thursday. So negotiations were all weekend, and it was 4 straight days of bargaining. The mayor of L.A., Karen Bass, issued a statement following the ending of the strike. After a nearly 5-month-long strike, I'm grateful that the Writers Guild of America and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers have reached a fair agreement, and I'm hopeful that the same can happen soon with the Screen Actors Guild. So the actors are still on strike.
Right.
But this is the writers.
The writers. That's the first step. I'm happy about that because I was thinking it was going to last longer.
Yeah, people were saying until next year. They didn't think that anything would happen, but they've been on strike since July 14th. And it's been really difficult for a lot of these writers. A lot of them already aren't getting paid enough.
Right.
You
That's the
know,
whole
I've
reason
seen
for the
people losing
strike.
their houses and
Right.
having all kinds of financial issues. So I'm very happy that they're able to get back to work.
Yeah, it's good. That's good news.
All right, and Usher has been announced as the Super Bowl headliner, and he's done different skits just promoting the new his new announcements. And so here's one that he did with Kim Kardashian, kind of reinventing Confessions.
Hello? Yo, I'm in the booth. I'm gonna call you right back.
Wait, can you talk?
Nah, I just gotta put this one part down. I'm gonna call you back.
Wait, it's Kim.
I'm at the studio, man.
I finally got the answer to those rumors.
It's not about me, it's about you. You're doing the Super Bowl.
Quit playing with me, man.
You're playing
The Apple Music halftime show in Vegas.
No, for real. Don't play like that.
I don't have time to play.
How you know?
I know everything.
I've seen you in Vegas twice, but this one's
Gotta be different.
Put that on everything.
I like that.
And Usher released a statement. It's an honor of a lifetime to finally check a Super Bowl performance off my bucket list. I can't wait to bring the world a show unlike anything else they've seen from me before. I mean, Usher's been having a huge time. Just his Vegas show sold
Absolutely.
out nonstop, having to go ahead and extend his residency.
Taking dudes, girls.
He did not take anybody's
Yeah,
girl.
taking baby mamas.
Oh my gosh. Well, Usher also opened up about Jay-Z calling him after he found out that he was doing the Super Bowl halftime show. And here's what he had to say as he spoke to Apple Music's Zane Lowe.
Well, I mean, you know, me and the big homie, we talk often. But when I got this call and he said, it's time, it's magic time. You know, it's time for you to have that moment. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, the Super Bowl. I'm like, oh, man. You ready? Absolutely, but no question.
Yeah.
And it was like, this was destined to happen.
That's a fun call to have to make to somebody, to have to call them and let them know, by the way, you want to do the Super Bowl?
Absolutely.
And he's
Amazing.
been at the Super Bowl halftime show before. I think the Black Eyed Peas, when they were the headliners.
But
Usher
he
was
wasn't
there.
the headliner.
No, he wasn't the
So
headliner.
This is the first time for
No,
him.
he's headlining
that he's
and putting
headlining.
together his show.
Yeah.
Who do you think he's going to bring out, if you had to guess? You think he's going to do Alicia Keys, My Boo?
Yes.
He's got to bring out Little John and Ludacris, right? Maybe
Who
Jeezy, Love in His Club.
That would be fire.
What else do we want to see from Beyonce? No. I mean, Usher has so many collabs.
Well, he got a
Jermaine
song with
Dupri.
Puff.
Yeah, yep. Did you do I Need a Girl? But it's got to be Usher's song. But anyway, he's got so much catalog. I can't even imagine the amount of special guests that Usher could potentially bring out. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss whatever we did last night. For us, it's really over the weekend. Mano, you got a lot going on, and we're going to discuss that later, too, for my city and get to hear some of the best challenges of people that have been hitting you up. By the way, hit them up right now with your For My City challenge.
That's right.
Because you might make it up to here where we're going to play it on the show today. And shout out to Keys, my makeup artist. It's also her birthday. It was her birthday yesterday,
Happy
last
birthday,
night.
Keys.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. About Last Night next.